First thing we're going to do is you're just going to stand on your mat, get your feet hip distance apart. So we just want to start thinking about alignment and posture, okay, to start with. All right, so we want to just try and spread the toes out, so relax the toes, but send the edges of the feet out into the floor, so you're lifting the inner arches of your feet. So you're active through your feet, your thighs are on, okay, so you're lifting your kneecaps up using your quadricep muscles. Okay, then into your pelvis, we want to engage through pelvic floor. Okay, I'll keep reminding you about that, so keep feeling that lift and engagement, and then drawing in through your deep abdominals, drawing in and up. So we're feeling as if we're bracing through the center throughout. Take your hands to your lower ribs, and we'll just connect with our breath now. Okay, so you want to feel that breath into your ribs. So with the hands there, on the in-breath, you should feel the rib cage expanding, and on the out breath, you should feel your abdominals drawing in, okay? So we're gonna have that breath throughout, and don't worry if you don't manage to sync your breath with your movement, as long as we're breathing, that's all good. But if we do manage to follow the guidelines with the breath that I keep telling you to do, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, then in various exercises, then we'll get more out of it. So start just rocking back and forth on your toes and your heels, and start swinging your arms. In breath, you're coming up, and exhale, you're coming down. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a balance on the way up. And as you come up, keep the neck nice and long, and keep your shoulder blades soft down your back, so there's no tension there. In breath up and exhale down. So we're going to start bending knees. So we're going to take the hips back and reach up. So all of this you're doing at a range that works for you. Okay, in breath up, exhale back. So just feeling into this practice this morning. Checking with the body, starting to take bigger ranges of movement if that feels good. Drawn in and up, in breath up, exhale, hips back. And one more, and reach it up. Stretch it up on your toes if you can. And then come back down through your heels. Keep your hands up, turn to the right, and then just sweep your arms around. Come back on the in-breath, and then sweep around. So as we're doing this, we're softening the knees. And again, we're just working at a range for you. So we're articulating through the spine now. In breath at the top, and exhale, sweep. Gradually increase that range as you go if you want. And do one more. And then just release down. So take the shoulders up, back and round. Okay, so just loosening off the shoulders. Take the hands on top of the shoulders and circle around. Neck nice and long. And then take the hands up so the elbows are level with the shoulders. And on the out breath, bring your arms forwards. And on the in breath, throw them back. Exhale forwards and inhale back. So as you do this, keeping that body steady with that engagement through your center, just like you're zipped up through your midline from your pelvic floor, drawing in through your deep abs. Try not to flare up through your ribs as you draw the arms back. And on the next one, reach out. So got the palms up, and we're rotating outwards. Okay. Thumbs back, exhale forwards and inhale back. So you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, but you're still trying to maintain that real stability through your center. Exhale forwards and inhale back. Keep the neck long, keep that gaze just soft and relaxed. And then one more of those. And then release. Okay, so let's take the feet out and take the toes out. All right, so we're just going to just squat down there. All right, and just working into adductors. So we're very much warming the body up at the moment. Okay, So, but we're maintaining that good form and we're trying to be precise with our movements, okay? In breath down and exhale up. Try to keep the back nice and straight, draw the abdominals in, knees directly in line with those toes into your wide leg squat here. And then one more, and try and hold it there. And just do a gentle pulse down, okay? Breathe. And then come up and then tuck your toes in. Now reach your arms out. Stretch those fingers apart. In breath, you're going to twist, and on the out breath, you're going to reach down. Standing saw, in breath, twist. Exhale, reach down. As you reach down, twist through the back hand. Rotate the shoulder in. In breath, you twist. Exhale, you reach. Legs as straight as you can, but soften the knees where you need. Keep strong through your center. As you twist and then reach. Try to get as much range into the body. Come up tall and twist on the in breath. And on the out breath, reach down. And we'll do one more of those. And then hands on hips and turning your right foot and bending your knee. So you take your knee directly above your ankle and rest your arm down and just reach up and over and just stretch. So you've got your shoulder above your ear and you're reaching. Fingertips away from the edge of your back foot and just breathe. So now we're going to bring this top hand down to the floor. So you may prefer to bring your knee down to the floor. If not, have it up. And then take the other hand up to the ceiling. And breathe. So we get that rotation through your mid-spine. And then come up, and then we'll turn around to do the other side. So we're just going to bend your left leg and reach up and over. So this is a bit of a side angle stretch. Lift the rib cage to the ceiling, set the edge of the back foot into the floor. And you're going to take your hand down to the floor now. And the knee can come down, or it can stay up. Twist and reach. And breathe. And then sweep back round and roll up. And then bring the feet back up. Maybe give them a little shake out. So we're just trying a little bit of balancing. So we're just going to stand with the feet hip distance apart. So maybe you might need to be near the wall here, just in case you need to hold on or hold on to something. So bring your right leg up and bring your arms up at the same time. So you come up to this knee fold position and just hold it there and then come back down. So coming up with the left leg. So you want to be thinking about that standing leg nice and strong. So you press firmly into the floor with the standing leg. Keep changing those legs. As you reach up, you've got that sense of opposition, fingertips reaching to the ceiling. And we're pressing firmly into the floor. And do that once more. So this time as you come up, hold it if you can. Take your hand to your knee and just draw the leg out and then stretch the other arm away and maybe look to that outstretched hand for an extra bit of challenge there. Core engaged. Come back and then try the other side. Reach it up. Standing tall, hand to knee. Reach and maybe look to your outstretched hand. So the more you do these balancing exercises, the better it becomes. Okay. This time, once more, take the leg up. And if you can, extend it out on the out breath. In breath, come up. And exhale, extend it out. And in breath, up. And then try and hold it for 3. And 2. And 1. And then come back down. Let's try the other leg. Reach it up. And extend the leg on the out breath. In breath, reach up. Exhale away. In breath up. And then see if you can hold it for 3. And 2. And 1. And release. Okay, just give those hips just a little bit of a release. Okay? And then we're going to come to the back of your mat. Stand with your feet hip distance apart on the back of your mat. And we're going to do a roll down, okay? So with the roll down, we want to watch that we're not going to just send the hips out to the back. So imagine you've got the wall directly behind you. Take your chin to your chest, and then start rolling down through your spine. From your neck, from your shoulders, your upper back. Scoop your belly in, let your arms hang. And breathe. When you get down there, just start swinging those arms. So the legs can be straight, or you can soften the knees, but keep everything switched on through your center. Draw your abdominals in. Relax your gaze. Take your fingertips to your elbows now. And then just see if you can just get a little bit more stretch into the back of the body. And then release those hands and scoop the abdominals in and roll back up. Tracking your hands, back up the thighs, and then reach up to the ceiling now. Stretch up with your arms and then come up onto your toes. Stretch up. And then from here, as you come down through your heels, bring your hands level with your shoulders, okay? And now into that squat. Hips going back, and only go as deep as feels okay for you. Reach the arms away. And then tuck the chin to the chest, bring the hands down towards the toes, and then start straightening the legs, and then roll back up again. Tracking the hands through the thighs, and then up, and then rise up again if it feels good onto toes. Don't have to, stretch. Come back down through your heels, hands level with shoulders. Send the hips back, pull the abdominals in, lift the chest. Tuck the head, bring the hands down, lift the sit bones, straightening up through the legs, and roll back up. And reach. Once more, reach up. Stretch the fingers to the ceiling, bring the heels up if it feels good. Come back down, and hands level with shoulders. Send the hips back, pull the belly in. And then tuck the chin in. Bring the hands down and slowly roll it back up, restacking your spine. And reach up. So you're on the feet now, just on the flats of the feet. From here, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, and we're just going to roll straight down now, as if you're rolling over an imaginary barrel here. Okay, let those arms hang. Breathe. Walk your hands out to the front of your mat, and we're going to come to a downward facing dog position. So you're going to have your hands shoulder distance, your hips are high, and you're going to pedal your heels up and down. Okay, you're going to draw your abdominals in, pelvic floor muscles engaged, and lengthen out through the back of the body. And on the in breath, come to a high heeled down dog. And on the out breath, stretch those heels down. On the in breath, come to your high heels. And on the out breath, heels down. Keep drawing the abdominals in. And in breath, high heels. And exhale, heels down. So from here, shift that weight forward so you come to a high plank position. Draw the abdominals in, head well over the hands, and then push back into your down dog. Draw the abs in, lift the hips high, push the floor away. Once more, come forwards to high plank. See if you can push the floor away. If it feels too much, bring your knees to the floor and pelvic floor deep abs there. Once more, push back into down dog. Draw the abdominals in, stretch the fingers wide. One last time. So from here, we're either going to have knees down and take a twist, or keep the knees up and twist. So rotate and change. So the knees can be down and reach up. Last time, push up to down dog, draw the belly in, try and open the shoulders, and then come down to your knees. And then stretch it back into child's posture. Reach the fingertips away from the heels and breathe into your ribs. So from here, we're just going to rest your forearms on the floor. Okay, then you're going to send your knees away. You're going to draw your abdominals in here, okay? So low plank position, hands can be down or they can be together, but you're resting on your forearms. Or you can come off of those knees and you can hold it up to a low plank, okay? Scoop everything in, pelvic floor deep abs. Breathe nice and deep. So if your knees are off the floor, just start tapping your knees down one at a time, keeping the pelvis really steady. If your knees are down, then just start stretching the leg away, the heel away. Breathe, relax your gaze, keep the pelvis nice and steady, whichever position you're in. And then either rest lightly on the knees or hold it there, sending the heels away. Take some breath. And then come down. And once more, stretch it back into your child's posture. Take some breath there. So you're breathing deep and wide into your back. And then we're going to come back down onto those forearms again. Elbows under shoulders, send the knees away, draw the abdominals in, or tuck the toes, yeah, and send the heels away. So if the knees are off the floor, you're going to lift your right leg and just hold it for a moment and come back down. You're doing the same thing with the other leg, and if your knees are down, you'll lift one leg, okay? So either knees on the floor, keep lifting and holding. We're back to the right leg. Keep the pelvis nice and steady, or your knees are off, and you lift. Keep breathing. Keep long in the thigh. Send the heel away. And one more. And then try and hold it, either knees off the floor or knees on. Breathe. Squeeze pelvic floor, draw deep in through your abdominals. And then push back into your child's posture. Walk your hands round to your right hand side. And walk your hands round to your left side. And now come up to hands under shoulders and knees under the hips. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit of mobilizing for the hip joint, okay? So draw everything deep in, abdominals, pelvic floor, stretch your right leg away, okay? And now lift that knee up to the side and then just sweep it round, okay? So just circling around, keeping the body steady. And just try to get as much range as you can with as much stability as you can. Try not to move around. We're going to change direction. We're going to bring the knee in first and then go out, back, straighten out and around. Breathe in at the center and exhale around. And last time. And then just stretch it back. So you can either go into child's posture if you want a little bit more. If you feel that you're feeling a wee bit stronger, come up to down dog. Okay, and breathe. So come back to hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Draw everything in. Stretch your left leg away. Now take that leg to the outside and sweep around. Keep everything still. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. And then we're going to change direction. Bring the knee in, go out, round and back. Breathe. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. And last time. And then either into child's posture, taking some breath, or push up to your down dog, draw your abdominals. Okay, so from here, we're going to come to lie down on your front. And just take some breath there. All right. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. All right. So draw your elbows in. Send your toes away. Pull your abdominals in. Pelvic floor engaged. Lift your nose and your chin to look forward. Then lift your chest and just gently come up, just to where it feels good for you. Don't try to straighten the arms. Think about the breastbone going forward and then slowly come back down. Elbows tucked. So lift the nose and the chin to look forward, then the chest, and then just see if you can get a little bit more range each time you come up, lengthening through the front of the body. And one more time, lift the nose and the chin, and then try and come up. Slowly down. As you come down this time, take the hands up. So keep the hands up, so you're really squeezing your shoulder blades towards one another. Then you lift your head, lift your chest, then you place your hands down, staying in that position. And then we come up. Breathe. Abdominal strong, pelvic floor engaged. Slowly come down. Bring the hands up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, draw the elbows in. Place the hands, lift the nose, the chin, the chest, and try and get a bit more range. And then release. Come down, and now stretch your arms out to the side. Turn the head to one side and just take some breath there. Breathe. Draw the abdominals in, bring the head back forward. Try lifting the arms and the legs up and off the floor. Okay? From here, on the out breath, bring them forwards if that feels okay. If not, keep them level with the shoulders. And on the in breath, now draw them back and try and bring them right back to your thighs. Exhale, bring them forwards. If it's too much with your legs off the floor, keep the feet down. Watch that you're not straining your neck. So just look where it feels good for you. Drawing deep in through your center, pelvic floors engaged, trying to get as much lift as you can. Remember to take a rest whenever you need it. Exhale forwards, and inhale, lift the chest to come back. Exhale forwards, and inhale to come back. Next time you come back, can you interlace those fingers and stretch them down? Reach the toes away, lift the chest, pull the abdominals in, breathe, and then release. Place the hands down, and maybe just roll side to side, releasing the hips, releasing the lower back. Take some breath. So kick your right heel up and reach for that foot, drawing the knees together. If that doesn't feel possible, like that, roll onto your side. Okay, push your hips forwards. We're going to swap. So kick your left heel up, reach for it, either lying on your front or on your side. Okay, pushing the hip bones forwards wherever you're at. So, if you're on your front and you feel it's possible, try both feet together. Just do one at a time if that doesn't feel possible. Try working the hands down the feet towards the ankles, and then try lifting the chest. And try pushing the feet into the hand. See if you can get some more range into your back. Breathe. Open up through the front of the body. Maybe you can start rocking back and forth if your body allows that. Stay with your breath. And then release. And then push back into your child's posture. And take some breath into your back. Okay, good stuff. So let's just come up to your knees. All right. So make sure your knees are comfortable. All right. And from here, just step your right foot out. And then just back and forth a little bit, just to find some range into the hips. So they should be feeling quite a little bit looser than they were when you started the class. And then sink down. Okay, and just sink down through that back leg in towards the floor. Try reaching up with your left hand, okay? And then going over to your right side. And then deepening that stretch into the hip flexors on that left leg. And then bring that hand down to the outside of your right leg and then reach round with your right hand. Twist. Follow the hand. And then straightening out through your front leg. Toes are up, heels are away. And stretch it down. So we're doing a hamstring stretch here. So you can take the hands down the leg or to the floor. Try to keep pushing the heel away, drawing the toes towards you. Stay with your breath. Draw your abdominals in and then release. So come back and we'll try the other side. So we're going to step the left leg forward. Okay, if it feels okay, make sure this back knee is comfortable. And maybe you're going back and forth a little bit just to find some range. So that back knee should be further back than the hip, if possible. The front knee should be not pushing over your toe. And then you're going to sink down. So feel that stretch through the hip flexors on that back leg. If it feels all right, take your right hand up, stretch it up, and then over to your left now. So just add that deeper stretch, sinking down, reaching over. Take the right hand to the outside of that left leg and then sweep the left hand round. So how far can you reach round, get that rotation into the mid-spine and then release that, straightening out through your left leg. Toes are up, heels away. And reach down. Hands down the leg or to the floor, depending on how flexible you're feeling. Opening up through the back of the knees here, breathing. And release. Okay, from here, take your knees wider and just come back into child's posture. Draw the abdominals in and just release the back again and the hips. Okay, so we're going to just swing around to sit down on the floor. And you want to have your feet hip distance apart, your sit bones on the floor, and we're sitting tall, drawing the belly in. All right? So where you need to, you can place the hands behind the knees, okay? Because we're going to roll back from here, but obviously not all the way. So you can either have hands behind the knees or hands out in front. So tuck the chin, scoop the belly, and as if somebody's getting hold of your middle spine and pulling it back, rounding your back, curving into the back there. Just going back as far as feels okay for you. And then slowly come up. Inhale. So you want to keep those knees steady, as if you're holding something between your knees. Remember to take the hands underneath the thighs where you need. So you roll back. So everything really strong and steady through your center, pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged all the way. Scoop that belly in and round the back. And the hands can be out. And one more. This time, reach up to the top if you've got those hands up. Otherwise, maintain hands behind knees where you need. Roll back again. And as if you're drawing a bow, draw the elbow back and reach back. Only if that feels okay. Otherwise, keep the hands on underneath the thighs. Come up and then roll back again. On the out breath, then take the left hand. So reach the elbow of the left arm away from the fingers of the right hand. And then come up. Remember, we can always be doing this with the hands on the thighs, and maybe we could look over the shoulder, adding a little bit of work into those oblique side of the abdominal wall. You come back up, roll back down, and reach. Elbow away from fingertips. Lift up, we'll do one more each side. Take an in breath at the top, roll back, scoop the belly in, and then twist. Come back up to the top, lifting up, and roll back. In breath to twist. And then release. Okay, good. Stretch those legs out. Okay. And then from there, take the hands out, bring the chin to the chest, and then just roll down through your spine. And just reach out as far as you can into a spine stretch here. If you can, take your hands to your feet or your legs, do that. Pull the belly in, send the tailbone away, and breathe. And then roll it back up. Okay, so from here, we're going to take the legs out as wide as you can. So find a position for you that feels comfortable. If you need to, put something underneath your bum cheeks there to give you some lift. All right, toes towards, heels away. Okay, pelvic floor engaged, deep abdominals. Roll the thighs out. Now, take an in-breath, and then on the out-breath, stretch the hands down. And on the in-breath, coming back. And exhale down. Only as far as you can, in-breath coming up. And exhale down. Coming back, we're going to go over to your right leg, hands either side of the leg, in-breath, exhale down. In-breath back. So every time with that breath, we're trying to get a little bit more range. Try to keep those sit bones down on the floor, keep the thighs strong and rolling out and away with those feet. Toes up, heels away. We're changing sides. In-breath and exhale down. In-breath coming up and exhale down. And in-breath coming up and exhale down. And then come back to the center. So release this if at any point it's not feeling comfortable. Okay, try to keep out wide if you can. So I'm going to take the hands behind the head. Okay, elbows are wide. If that's not comfortable, take the hands in front of the head. Okay, come down to one side and look up to the opposite elbow. On the in-breath, come back. And then exhale, come down. And look up to the opposite elbow. So you're trying to get that elbow down towards the outside of your knee, if you can, but don't worry, just take it to where you can. Remember, if it's too much hands behind the head, you take the hands in front of the head. So we're not straining the neck. Keep your pelvic floor, your deep abs engaged. In-breath at the top. And exhale down. Every time a little bit deeper if you can, looking up to that opposite elbow. And last one. And then try reaching the arms up to the ceiling, pulling the abdominals in, keeping the thighs strong. And then reaching forwards as far as you can, as if you're reaching out for something. And now split those hands apart to your legs or your feet. And draw your chest down and breathe. Keep everything switched on through your center. Keep those thighs strong to open up through the back of the knees. And then slowly come up, release, and give the legs a shake. Bring the feet in a little bit wider than hip and just do a little bit of a release into the hips there. Okay, so we're going to come back now to sitting. And then we're just going to find our way down to the floor. Okay, you're going to lie on your back now. So we're just going to draw the heels in. And you've got a neutral spine here. All right, so there should just be this natural curve under the lumbar spine. Place the hands on the floor and just open up through the chest and breathe deep and wide into your back. So just take a moment there, long in the neck, chin slightly tucked. If when you're there, you're with your head, your neck position, and you're looking backwards, you should place something behind your head, okay? So fingertips, first two fingers on your hip bones, thumbs underneath. On the in-breath, arch your spine. On the out-breath, imprint. In-breath, arch. And exhale, imprint. Really squeeze pelvic floor, deep abs as you imprint through the spine. In-breath, you arch. Knees are steady. We're on this pelvic tilt. In-breath, arch. And exhale, imprint. Place the hands on the floor, in-breath, arch. exhale, imprint. And now continue to peel your spine up and off the floor and lift your hips and squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Take an in-breath there, and then exhale, scoop the belly in, roll back down. And then the in-breath, take it, arch your spine, exhale, imprint, and peel back up and off the floor, lifting the hips, sending the knees away and squeezing the inner thighs. Take an in-breath, and then exhale, scoop the belly, and roll it back down. Keep everything really steady on your pelvic curl now. In-breath to arch, exhale to imprint. Lift, squeeze, send the knees away. In-breath to prepare, exhale, slowly back down. In-breath, arch, exhale, imprint. This next time you're going to stay up there. Okay, we're going to draw the heels in a little bit tighter. Anytime you need to rest from this, come back down. So lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs so you're nice and strong in your thighs and your pelvis. Okay, and then from there, we're going to try lifting the right leg up to a knee fold position. So your knee is above your hip and you're going to tap down. Try not to let that knee come back further and in line with your hip. In, breath up, exhale down. If this feels too much, being up in this bridge position, come down and do the same movement on the floor. Okay. If you want a little bit more than this toe tap, reach the leg up and then straight down. In, breath up. Keep the left leg steady wherever you're at. And one more. And then slowly come down. Hug your knees into your chest. Imprint your spine. Take some breath and curl your head up towards your knees. Okay, so we're going to stretch your left leg long from here. You're going to draw this right knee as if you're drawing it up towards your ear. So we're getting ready for a single leg stretch. Take an in-breath change. So we try to keep curled up. Keep the body really still. Longer in breath, sharper out breath. Have that opposition going on. If your neck's not liking this, take your head to the floor, tap out. Keep curled up where you can, look into your navel or to your feet. 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in again. Take your head side to side to release your neck. And just take some breath and place your feet back on the floor, hip distance apart. So pelvic floor deep abs, hands on the floor. In breath, arch, exhale, imprint, peel your spine up and off the floor. Lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs. Pelvic floors engaged strongly, deep abdominals engaged. Right foot steady. Take your left leg to knee fold. Tap down with that left foot. Keeping the body really still by engaging those core muscles and stabilizing. Remember not to allow that knee to come back further than the hip. This is too much. Come to the floor. Do your toe taps down there. If you want more, reach up with the left leg. Lead with your toe in the in-breath, the heel in the out-breath, and just bring it level with your support leg, your right leg, which is staying really stable. In-breath up, exhale down. And one more. And then come down. Hug those knees in. Bring the head up. This time, if you can, we're going to try a double leg stretch. So that means bring the hands further down towards the feet and tucking in. And on the in-breath, we stretch away. Okay, keep looking to the feet. And on the out-breath, we sweep around and tuck. On the in-breath, we reach away and exhale, sweep. This feels too much. Go back to your single leg stretch. Okay, we're doing the double. We try and keep the head up and we sweep. If it's too much with the arms, you could just do the legs. Put the hands behind the head. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, reach, pull the abdominals deep in. Trying to send that middle lower spine down and into the floor. Last one. And the head comes down. Take the head side to side. Take some breath. Breathe. And then come back down with those feet on the floor. Bring those heels in. Okay. And then peel your spine up and off the floor. Lift the hips. And breathe. So once again, let's just try and take that leg up to a knee fold position. And then from here, just let the knee go out slightly to the right. And then come back on the in-breath. Exhale, trying to keep the left leg still. Inhale back. If you want more, reach the leg up, take the leg out. Too much, take the hips to the floor. Do the same thing. So we're really trying to maintain this stillness with the support leg. So maybe you want to have your hand, yeah, on the hip there. Or you need it on the floor maybe for some more stability. And come down and hug the knees in. Take some breath, curl your head up to your knees and stretch your left leg long again. And now try straightening your right leg up to the ceiling and pulling in for a hamstring pull. So we're going as straight as we can, but obviously where we need, we soften the knees and bring the hands further down. Okay, pulling in, we're going to change. We're going to hold that. Reach the other leg away. Keep the thighs as strong as you can. Take an in-breath change. Keep the body as still as you can. Keep breathing, keep reaching, keep pulling in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hug those knees in. Circle your knees out and round to release the hips, changing direction. Place the feet back on the floor with the heels tucked in a little bit, peel up. Lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs. Lift that left leg up to knee fold again, knee above the hip. And then just gently take that leg out to the left and then come back. Trying to maintain that stillness on the right leg. If that feels too much, you could do a toe tap, or you could do the same movement with the hips on the floor, or if you want more, reach the leg up, out to the side. Trying to stay steady on the standing leg. Abs are strong, really got to stabilize here. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals all the way. Trying to maintain that stability. Try not to let the right leg fall to the left. And then come down, hug your knees in. And just take some breath. If you just place your left foot on the floor, place your right foot on top of your thigh. Draw that right foot up a little bit on towards the crease of your left hip and lift your left leg off the floor. You could place your left foot against the wall or something if you wanted, or you could reach for that leg and pull in. So just stretching out around the hips, breathing, and swap legs. Right foot down, left foot up. And then draw that right leg up and off the floor. And if you want, you could place the right foot against the wall or something and pull up and press, or you could reach for that leg, pulling in. And breathe. And release. Hug your knees in and just roll yourself up to sitting. Swing yourself round to hands and knees. So we're going to have hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull the abdominals in and look up, inhale. And on the out breath, tuck your tailbone under and rounding your back. In breath, loop up, tailbone away. And exhale, scoop the belly, round the back and open up through those shoulder blades. In breath again. And exhale. Now tuck your toes, bring your hands towards your knees. And then tuck the head and roll yourself back up to standing. Restack your spine. So just come to standing tall, all right? Take the hands onto the back, small of the back, and just turn the head one side, looking over one shoulder, releasing the neck, and then come back and turn to the other shoulder. And then release. And then just take the hands behind the head. Okay, and then just do a little side bend. Look up to the opposite elbow, come back up, inhale, and then exhale down. And then release. And then just shoulders back and round, and then shake it out. Okay, we're going to finish there. So thanks for joining me.